Liv Morgan gonna win the women's Money in the Bank this year, and that's all I'm gonna say.
You don't believe that.
Liv Morgan to do, man. You want her to?
I want her to beat competition. That's what I want. He hasn't been convincing at all. She was getting her ass beat by Becky Lynch, ass beat by Rhea Ripley.
Becky Lynch had to cheat to beat her. They literally bring that up in the story. No, come back here. No. You not finna rain on my Liv Morgan parade, dog.
Let's move on.
No, we not moving on. No.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that.
Homie, I'm leading the way. DG on top. How about you keeping the lane? Lead them away. I don't fear my ops. Battle with me, I'm a stay. Kick up my feet on the plane. Homie, I'm leading the way.
Oh, I thought I was quick enough. Okay. Are we good this time? Hold on, let me see.
I checked all sources already. We up, I think. I checked all sources already. I'm gonna be like, let everybody know we up.
I don't know. What's that noise in the background?
It's like an infinite void of sound.
There's something going on here. It's like, and I think it's my microphone though. I really think it's my microphone. Let me see if I can, because that's what's going off on YouTube. It's like an infinite void of sound.
That's what it sounded like. It was like, one of them echoes where it's like it just keep going and going and going, and you losing your mind because it's the same thing.
How's this sound?
Sounds okay to me. How do I sound?
I think it sounds pretty good.
Because I think I'm the one that got the echo a little bit. You might have to turn me down just a tad bit.
Turn you down. Turn Devin down. Let me see.
Turn down for what?
Let's see.
Dang, that song's about to be like 10 years old.
Hey, and then we got Justin sliding in. What's good, fellas? I know we ain't start the show, but Justin, I want to know how we sound because we heard our last episode and the audio was awful. The audio was just downright bad, and we just wanted to get everything on the right footing before we get started here. Communications. This is coming from the microphone itself, but this doesn't sound too bad, Devin.
Like I said, you to me on my end sound perfect. I just hear what I say twice. That's all.
Yeah, you got an echo. I can hear it on YouTube. Yeah, because mine is coming straight from the microphone, and I don't know. I don't know.
Because you coming through my headphone. That's why you can't hear me. Am I coming through your speaker?
Yeah, I think you coming from my because my beats is gonna here. Let me, Devin. Here, you start off the show.
Man,
you start off the show.
Me
Hit us with the intro.
Yeah, all I gotta tell Big Nothing. Look at that. We finna get everything good, everything right. We're playing. I told y'all I took my WWE Championship to the shop, not the toy shop, and they fixed it. Look, buddy be spinning. I ain't all nice and a fortune like this other guy. He got the real thing. He actually went to John Cena's house, snatched his U.S. title belt. That ain't me. I'm a hard-working individual. Hard times make better men, as Cody Rhodes once said. And so, see, I ain't like that. I ain't big baller, but we balling regardless. Mid-card balling is what we do. We'll eventually be in the main event title picture, but for right now, we chilling. Yeah. Trying to keep y'all, calm and collected. And yeah, see, he brought out the beats. You know, he gonna do that to somebody, and I ain't talking about the beats that's healthy for you. We talking about them beats. You know what I'm talking about? Some type of beats Roman gonna do at the Royal Rumble to LA Knight, yeah, Randy Orton and AJ Styles. The beats, man. Then we gonna go to WrestleMania. It's gonna be the same
Got
thing
you.
over and over
Okay,
again.
I don't hear an echo anymore. I'm on YouTube stream and I'm on. You hear you? Okay, you good? You good?
Yes.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. So it was my fault. It was all my fault. I apologize. I apologize for selling you short. I apologize for that.
My credibility been shot already. Now I gotta go take it to the emergency room.
We got look. You started off the show. You hit us with the greetings and salutations and all that.
Oh, you know, I was just bull jabbing with everybody.
Oh, you see, man, you give this man one job, man. You try to depend on this man once.
I was filibustered. You know, I was doing a little public speaking.
Fine, I'll do.
I took a public speaking class and I aced that thing. I was the best person up in there.
I aced public speaking too. I went nuts since public speaking. They wanted me on the debate team, but I was like, look, man, look.
I'm scared to lose.
That too, I was scared to lose, but I didn't want to stay up all night writing essays about why I should protect the government and should worry about global warming, and then go out and debate that with some nerd that cares about it. I mean, no, he ain't a nerd, but like it is what it is. See, Devin, you got us off at the wrong foot. You started us off wrong. We gotta kick this thing off, man. This is your fault.
How he freed me of a blame and then put a new one on me. But go ahead.
Look, man,
it's like finding me innocent, but we gonna find you guilty on other counts. Like what the?
Yes, because at the end of the day, you're guilty. The end of the day, you're guilty. We see it, man. Look at this. Hello, all, and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr. Devin Lee Crimes alongside me. Devin, how you doing today?
I'm feeling quite fast. Can't even get it out. I feel quite fantastic because I'm kind of worn already from my filibuster early, trying to keep everybody in their seats. But through all these accusations on this podcast thrown at me, I'm good because I know the truth. I know what I be doing.
Yeah, we know, and what you be doing is wrong. Like we gotta be 100% honest. Like what you be doing is wrong. Like we have Justin here. He says, "What's good, fellas? When in doubt, grab the championship." You already know that. Look at that.
If it's 10 years old, man. No, 15-ish.
Yeah. I couldn't leave the sentence as mine spin. Mine spins for a long extended period of time. Boy, take it. You got Justin also because he says, "Man, ain't nothing wrong with balling in the mid card. Got to start somewhere." See, no, but that's the thing. If I wouldn't put Devin at the mid card. Devin's more like a Funaki. Okay. Let's put Devin on the Funaki, right? Nunzio. Let's put
me a dark matcher, man.
A dark matcher. A dark matcher.
Only time you gonna see Devin is when you grabbing your popcorn.
Yeah, it's cool, like, hey, it's like JBL. You just need somebody to clothesline. Here, go throw Nunzio in the ring, man. Here, just beat him up. Well, you got either that or you just pull a Drake and start from the bottom. See, look at that Nunzio, Funaki. You can be an announcer right now.
Man, look, I'm gonna be like CM Punk. Ain't nobody touch me in that ring, on this microphone, on that commentary table. Nobody can touch me, man.
Backstage, it was like, man.
Backstage fights. Nobody can touch me. I choke them out. Okay, I'm done. Let me stop it Sunday.
But now look,
nice.
We're talking about feuds, man. Look, man, it's football Sunday. Like, I mean, either way, it's gonna be violent. But we had a great conversation on feuds. I seen a couple ruthless aggression era feuds where the wrong person has won. This is coming from the Sportster, and to be honest, we're not a fan of the sport. Well, at least I'm not a fan of the Sportster. But Devin, D, are you a fan of this website at all? I used to be when I was little.
I don't even think I actually access their website that often enough to be a fan.
Dang. Well, they have a couple.
Hey, you made me sound terrible.
Well, they have a couple feuds where they believe the wrong person has won. And kicking it off, they have Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. And I'm gonna read the little excerpts before I get your opinion real fast. WWE booking a dream feud between Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels paired two of the most controversial legends against each other. Their reputations for backstage politics made it somewhat predictable when issues started. Hogan refusing to wrestle a rematch to give Michaels his win back caused friction between the two in a sloppy match. Oh, some people say sloppy. I say it's entertaining. I still find it funny. Shawn Michaels was right that he deserved to come out winning the feud, especially since he did some of his best character work with a short-lived heel turn. Devin, do you agree that the wrong person won here?
Sorry, there's some outside noise out there. I got kind of scared. I think that the wrong person won because think about it. How long did we see Shawn Michaels in WWE after that versus Hulk Hogan? Hulk Hogan went off and did reality shows and all that crap. And those two, just as much as a dream match as it is, those two should probably never have a dream match because you got two people that don't want to help another person. They just want to help themselves. When we talking about Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan, like those are two
both
egos.
of them, yeah.
No, like that's one of them dream matches where I'm like, man, this would be cool, but we probably shouldn't do this because it ain't nobody gonna walk away from this and be mature about it. So at the end of the day, I do feel either they should have had like one where both got a win over each other, call it a day, walk away, do like John Cena and The Rock. They both got 1-on-1 on each other, and that's it. But for Hulk Hogan to go over and be like, nah, brother, that ain't gonna work for me. It's like, well, what was the point of doing the first match in the first place if I'll never get my get back?
It's Hulk Hogan, man. That's Hulk Hogan.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just, to me, the match should have never happened. And Shawn
I
Michaels
agree.
should have been more.
But he should have been able to get his get back, which is why Shawn Michaels, I think, making a mockery of that match, even though it was childish. Even looking back at it, because I actually I seen it at my grandparents' house, and I was just like, either Hulk Hogan's beating the brakes off Shawn Michaels, or or something else is going on here. Because I was like, I just didn't understand it. But yeah, I mean, I really think I was expecting Shawn Michaels to win, to be honest. And I mean, yeah, that whole thing just became sloppy afterwards. And then even Shawn Michaels' promo, afterwards, where he was just like, yeah, Hulk Hogan lost, but he gone and I'm still here. So back to your regularly scheduled programming. Like pretty much like I'm going back to get a baby face. Love me again. We got the next one, Randy Orton versus Triple H. Randy Orton's ascension in WWE came faster than anyone could have predicted when he became the youngest world champion in company history because they were pissed off at Brock Lesnar. I threw that in there myself. A feud with Mick Foley and the mentorship of Evolution helped Randy Orton become a top entity within a few years. WWE's booking to end Chris Benoit's title reign set up an even bigger story with Triple H kicking Orton out of Evolution. The feud was one-sided and featured Triple H winning back the top prize after a few weeks. Orton looked horrible coming out of this program as a lame duck-faced character. Devin, do you agree with that?
Not entirely at all, because given his age of Randy Orton at that time, I would say that would just be a thing of like, he's too young. Granted, he was at that time the youngest world heavyweight champion. And I can see somebody saying like, well, Triple H got it back and it was one-sided. But that could be the factor of the story where Triple H has been world champion at that point way more than Randy Orton, has way more experience and has the backing of Evolution. So, I mean, if Randy Orton was to overcome all of that, how would that make them look? Where you got Triple H supposed to be this, veteran in his prime at that time. You got Ric Flair, who was a veteran and a great at that, who still is at that time as well. You also got Batista hanging around back there. So to me, it made sense that Triple H would be the one that would come back, where you would say Randy at that age just ain't really ready yet. But look at the potential. Look what he can do. And with more experience and age, it won't be the same next time.
You see,
in that scenario. I'm not saying for how things played out years later.
That's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm getting at. If we don't get that feud years later where he's punt kicking his the father-in-law, punt kick the brother-in-law, he handcuffs you to the ropes, and then he kisses your wife that's knocked out unconscious, and then you break into his house, like stuff. Like if we don't get none of that, and we just got you know what we saw right there with Randy Orton, just kind of the highlight of that feud to me was when Randy Orton spit in Triple H's face and then ran out like a bit, like it just ran out the ring, and he's celebrating with the fans. He got the title belt in his hands, and then it's gone within 2-3 weeks. Like, to be honest, if we just had that and then Triple H is going out and annihilating them, I would say I would agree that the wrong person won. But since Randy Orton kind of came back around and pretty much just demolished Triple H, was just pretty much bullying him, like, yeah, it was worthwhile to see. So yeah, I do agree with you that Triple H was the mentor. Like, he's like, bro, you here because of me. Like, give me this belt back. Give me this belt back. You know, it's like you win it when you earn it. Stop playing with me. You know, so that I understand. This one, oh man, this one. I disagree with this one. Devin, the next one is the Boogeyman versus Booker T. Before we get to that, Justin says Hogan and Michaels always going to be difficult to do because of politics. Could have easily skipped out on the feud altogether just simply off of that reason. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely unnecessary and cause for too unnecessary controversy, really, right?
Yeah, because we got nothing out of it except for just some good laughs.
Yeah, definitely some good laughs. But you got the Boogeyman versus Booker T at WrestleMania 22. The Boogeyman received a shot in WWE thanks to particularly his close real-life friend Booker T vouching for him. I didn't know that. WWE even booked them together in a short feud to have a match take place on the biggest stage at WrestleMania 22. The entire storyline featured Boogeyman haunting both Booker and Sharmell in backstage segments, which were hilarious. It was also shocking to see the match play out with the Boogeyman standing tall over the legend. Here's where they contradict themselves. Booker would get a world championship reign later that year to make the loss seem even more confusing. So in saying that, Devin, do you think that the Boogeyman winning at WrestleMania was the wrong person won in that feud?
No, I think that was fine because Booker T going over Boogeyman at WrestleMania 22 would have just made Boogeyman look like crap. Well, in terms of like just he been hunting this man, bothering him, and then he just, all right, I beat him, that's it, and I'm moving on to other things. I feel it's a better win for Boogeyman than it would have been for. It means more for Boogeyman to beat Booker T at WrestleMania than it would have meant for Booker T to beat Boogeyman at WrestleMania. Is what I'm trying to say. Because at the end of the day, you know, Booker T had bigger things in plan for him anyway. And whether or not anybody would ever suspect that Boogeyman could have been in that position as well, no, you know, it's just that's not how it would go. That's like if somebody wanted to be upset that Sami Zayn lost to Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania 2 years ago. But yeah, he made an event the next year and won the tag team titles in a match that people hail as one of the best WrestleMania matches. So, I mean, it's just, no, I think the right person won in that match and Boogeyman beating Booker T at WrestleMania. And it meant more than if we went the other way.
That's a great point. Like, I really can't say nothing after that. I think you kind of nailed it all. You hit it right on the head. Well, yeah, Justin just slides in. I didn't mean it like that. I hate bringing up Justin's name because I'd be like, and then you have Justin, this psycho over here. Like, you know, I promise you, it's not the way I say it. It's just me, like, it's just how my voice comes out. I promise you, it's nothing to it.
He'd be like, dang.
Right, yeah. I'd be like, thank you, Devin, for that long answer. And we got Justin here. Let's read this message. It's like, I promise you, Justin, we love you so much, bro. We love you. But it's just my tone. He says the Boogeyman was never going to be taken as a serious character, so really having Booker lose really did nothing in the long run, and that's exactly, yes, nail right on the head. I mean, it wasn't going to do nothing and it was funny. You know, Booker T was running away from the Boogeyman, and he had like Sharmell. He got like Sharmell in front of him, like, you know, trying to like shake. He's like, "Hey man, you from Gary, Indiana? You can take this." Like, he's like, "Here, like, you seen worse." It's like, get this man out of here. Like,
my favorite part. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
my bad. No, like my favorite one was when they were trying to tell Teddy Long. He was like, "Oh, my leg messed up. I can't go out there." And she like, "Yeah, his leg hurt. He can't do that." And he's like, "All right, Booker. And you ain't gotta fight. You ain't gotta fight the Boogeyman then." So he's like, okay. So they going out the room. He like laughing and stuff like, "Yeah, we got him." And then he's like, "Ah," and then kept going like he's just faking the whole time. And Dang, I wish I had the clip to make it. Maybe my narration probably ain't the best, but you get the point. Booker T was funny, man.
Booker T was hilarious. See, I don't want to play it because we're definitely gonna get flagged. I don't see
Yeah. All right,
you gotta. But I know exactly.
I don't
what
need
you
Triple
mean.
H at my door again.
Yeah, those worms, man. Look, both. I think you and Justin are 100% correct. 100% correct. What else do we have here? What? What?
Where's to Eugene? I'm just making that up. Or
No. Hear me out. Well, hear the Sportster out. The Undertaker versus Randy Orton. WWE found success with the chemistry between The Undertaker and Randy Orton in 2005. The duo had their first singles match at WrestleMania 21 and delivered a classic. And yes, it was awesome. Orton, moving to SmackDown in the brand split draft, set up the following matches. Undertaker and Orton spent the latter half of 2005 feuding with various match stipulations and violent segments. The final match saw Undertaker winning his side Hell in a Cell, but Orton may have been the better choice. WWE had Orton enter the World Championship picture after this feud, while Undertaker worked with Mark Henry. Do you agree that Randy Orton should have won this feud?
Dang, why they gotta disrespect my dude Mark Henry like that? Well, he went to go win the World Heavyweight Championship, and Undertaker had to fight Mark Henry.
He was just wrestling with Mark Henry, trying to throw his big ass in a casket.
Yeah, like he had to shake Mark Henry off of him or something. But I see that's the thing. At the time, it's like Randy Orton was the youngest to do anything at that time. He was always just like the protege, the next big. He was like an Austin Theory, but without being great. I'm saying Austin Theory. I'm saying, hey, you refer right now, am I wrong? And I got a lot of hype and potential for him, but he just ain't there yet. But that was the thing. It was always like he's the youngest to do this and youngest to do that. So I don't expect him to be going over beating the Undertaker and Hell in a Cell. Undertaker on Hell in a Cell, when we comparing them to, he threw Mankind off of that thing. Fought Shawn Michaels in that thing. So no, Randy Orton beating him would just make Undertaker look. How would he look for the rest of his, few months? Even if he was going to go against Mark Henry, it's not like Randy Orton won the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania anyway, the one we're talking about. So it's not like he lost and then won the championship, and you're like, well, he should have won if that was going to be the case. No, he still wasn't ready. So, no, I think Undertaker was the rightful person right there because that was the thing. He was young and needed to learn lessons.
Man, I think that was to be honest, I feel like Randy Orton didn't really need that because that's at the time, that's still at the time of like, him being a legend killer. And like, you can correct me if I'm wrong right now, but I think this was after he already had his match with Mick Foley where they're rolling around thumbtacks and murdering each other. So it's like, I felt like Mick Foley was the best person to have that match with. Man, Mick Foley was that legend for you to, go over with. I felt like you hit a block, you hit a ceiling once you smack into Undertaker at that moment in time. Now, when he went ballistic and he was bullying Triple H, okay, yeah, go over to SmackDown and do that to the Undertaker. And then if he wins, I ain't gonna trip because look, on Randy Orton, shaved head Randy Orton, he gave me nightmares, man. Like I was scared to turn the lights off because I thought I was gonna see Randy Orton's gonna pop up, bro, out of nowhere. Like that
commercial when he was sitting on their table in the kitchen or something. They're like, "Oh my God, it's Randy Orton." He's just sitting there,
bro. I'm telling you, man. Like Randy Orton's just one of those dudes. Like at that moment, he was terrifying. 2005, I think the Undertaker was the ceiling for him. So, yeah, no, I definitely think the right person went in there. Justice says Orton may have lost the feud with Taker, but look how strong they booked him during the entire thing. It made the legend killing character look even stronger, even in the loss. So yeah, right there, and that's why I'm like, even during that whole thing, because even with his dad, being in the picture a little bit, like I thought everything about that, for Randy Orton, worked wonderfully, and I think Undertaker really I won't say have fun with it, but I think Undertaker really respected Randy Orton enough to make him look, over the top. So I think they both had like the Sportster said, they had some great chemistry. You feel that?
Undertaker could see in the future. He was a psychic. He said, "Man, you're gonna be great in the future, man. I'll go ahead and do this for you."
I will say, and this is the last three. Well, there's three left, but the last two are Triple H versus Booker T, which we talk about extensively, and then the one that we talked about the other day, Edge versus Matt Hardy, was the other one as well. But the last one, JBL versus Eddie Guerrero. It says Vince McMahon took a huge risk when having JBL win the WWE Championship just a few months after, a few months into Bradshaw adopting this character. WWE ending the APA tag team allowed Bradshaw to completely repackage his character as JBL. Eddie Guerrero only held the WWE Championship for a couple months due to JBL getting the title for his instant push. The polarizing title reign, JBL lost a lot of interest for SmackDown. Guerrero not winning to extend his time as WWE champion was the worst part of this scenario unfolding. Do you think that the wrong person won? And let's be honest, like from what I remember, JBL was beating the brakes off of Eddie Guerrero. Like Eddie Guerrero was cheating and lying, and but JBL was beating the brakes off this man.
See, it's tough because I guess I'm looking towards how everything played out with like JBL going on this long run of being WWE champion and to be stopped by John Cena, which you seen where that took him after beating JBL. It wasn't like he was just beating some, nobody that was holding the championship. I'm not saying Eddie Guerrero at all, but I'm saying to get to that point, I'm not saying when they put the belt on Eddie, they knew down the line we're gonna get us to John Cena. That's gonna be our next star. And we'll go from there. But obviously, if that was to be a plan, then you're gonna have to get the belt off Eddie Guerrero anyway, because John Cena being Eddie Guerrero wouldn't have the same effect because you wouldn't have been sick of Eddie Guerrero being champion. You would have put John Cena in a bad position pretty much. So I think JBL being that person that you're sick of, John Cena come in, change everything, literally change the belt, literally. That's where I feel for it in terms of like I would have liked Eddie Guerrero to have a longer run, but when I look at how everything played out in terms of where it took like John Cena and how him and JBL had their feud, I really can't say I would have changed that.
Have you ever heard the rumor? I don't know if it was been confirmed or not, but you ever heard that rumor that Eddie Guerrero was kind of like he couldn't deal with the pressure of being the top star. Like he was actually like, it actually stressed him out, being champion. And so they actually gave the belt to JBL and it was like, hey, we'll give it to you, next time you're ready. Then obviously the story came out that he was supposed to win before his passing. You ever heard that rumor, that backstage rumor before?
This is actually my first time hearing this. See, man, you was probably back there back in the day. That's why. Dave
probably back there back in the day. Here, let me.
But I'm not saying that you're blowing smoke at me. I could see that. Not everybody died. Why you think Brock Lesnar left after 2 years? Shoot. He was like, man, I want to just be a regular dude. Y'all got me in these main events every day. Dang. He said, I don't even like coming outside.
See, and this isn't a great this isn't a great what's the word website. But the first thing that popped up was
Wikipedia.
What culture? Oh. And it said trying to establish JBL to the audience as a headliner, blah blah blah. Eddie offered to lose the title to him 4 months into his reign to help JBL get over the audience. Eddie Guerrero was emotionally worn out as champion, no longer wanting the stress from leading an entire brand whose TV ratings and house show attendance was dwindling. Yeah, so the ratings was going down a little bit and it kind of stressed him out. And it says, so at the Great American Bash, JBL shockingly beat Eddie Guerrero in Texas, blah, 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 blah. JBL said on After the Bell podcast regarding how Eddie helped make him. Without Eddie, there is no JBL. JBL was a one and done. That was it. And Eddie wanted to prove that he could make anybody. So you seeing what I make? So you seeing I'm not BSing, right? Like it's.
Man, I know you was back there listening. You was little Izzy. You was back there.
Izzy on the cage side.
Taking you
on the dirt sheets.
But, no, I mean with that in there, it makes sense how that played out.
But that's like the thing.
I'm glad he got to have that moment, got to have that run with the top belt. But if that's how he was feeling about it, then that was the best way to go about it. Instead of just having him do something he don't want to do in that top position, you don't want to do that.
And and Eddie Guerrero did the right thing but that's the thing, man. I don't know. Look, I hope somebody agrees with me. JBL's it wasn't. I know it wasn't a full year, but it was close to a year. His reign, wasn't it? But like, it was the most boring wrestling that I have ever seen as a child. Like as a child, JBL's reign felt like Jinder Mahal's, like what we were talking about earlier. Like he's a good wrestler. Like don't get me wrong, but as a kid, JBL was a boring ass wrestler to me. He was boring.
I mean, I kind of think that all kind of plays into the whole package, though. I mean, look at him. Do he look like he gonna do anything spectacular?
No, like now I can respect it. Like I could probably look back at his reign and be entertained. But as a kid, I was like, man, get this fat white JBL out of here, man. This dude fat, look like Aaron Rodgers.
Dang, that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm like, to me, I guess. See, I always look at it where I feel like maybe people feel like this with Roman. They can't wait for somebody to take the belt so they can feel like they can breathe again. And with John Cena, that was the perfect adversary for him because you got this guy. You just said he boring, he chubby, whatever, husky as I say. I ain't gonna call him fat. There you go, fat. And you got John Cena, this younger, hipper, literally guy comes in, change the belt, everything. It's like it's the whole breath of fresh air. Put it that way.
This man gonna do everything, man. John Cena and this belt that John Cena made himself.
Literally, it's funny. Like this belt, like it's part of the episode. It didn't even know he was gonna be in it. He didn't even know. But
ain't got a belt.
No. Look, we're gonna get that one. I need that blue one. But see, there you go. Bring it up to go. Yeah, like I said, to me, that type of stuff plays all into the entire package. Right? You think he's boring. You think he just ain't really doing too much. So you're like, hey, if somebody beat this dude, get him up out of here. But at the same time, you don't want to make him look like a bum if he can't defend it and win or cheat and win. So, like, basically what I'm trying to say is everything, I'm fine with it. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a single thing. If I was time traveling, I'd go right on past that joint.
I change a lot. I change it. First
I go to 2003.
Eddie, we all seen the infamous chair shot that JBL hit on Eddie, and Eddie just started gashing, just started bleeding all over the place. You seen the Texas Bull Rope match itself. I thought Eddie didn't get dominated, but Eddie definitely, I think JBL just pretty much just not really blew him out the water, but it wasn't like a Judgment Day John Cena versus JBL type match. It was a little bit more waning on 60-40 JBL side. And to be honest, I wasn't entertained. I was entertained, obviously, but I just wasn't happy with the result. And I guess that's WWE doing the job, right? But even when, wasn't that after, I think it was afterwards, after Eddie got hit with the chair, it was like the week after or maybe a couple days after, Eddie Guerrero was it's like a tag team match, a 6-man tag or something. Eddie's pretty much going crazy. He's doing a comeback. And then out of nowhere, he goes to one knee, and then he falls down. And JBL's like, "Oh well, I gotta pin him." So he pins him 1, 2, 3. And you ever seen that? The refs is looking into Eddie's eyes, trying to wake him up, and it's like Eddie, and Eddie just kind of was just passed out. You seen that, right?
My mind's a little foggy on that match. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm
not saying you lying. Not saying you lying.
I seen that live. I was like, what the hell? Eddie's just going crazy. He's he's doing his comeback spot. And he's just going nuts. And out of nowhere, he just kind of gets on one knee and then he just passes out. And JBL's like, well, screw it. I got to pin him. I'm not finna just, because if it was AEW, I got to hit him with a power driver. I got to hit this. What? That's AEW. Oh man, we gotta set this table up. I gotta land this man on his head before we go out here. We gotta end this in style, brother. It's but yeah, that's how, that's all I remember from their feud is just Eddie getting his ass beat. And it's just it's sad. It's pretty much sad. Oops, my bad, Justin. Now, Justice says JBL's reign may have resulted in a reign of terror, but it's another case of making the character look incredibly strong in the process. He also goes, the conniving big businessman JBL character was something that really carried SmackDown around that time. In ring, JBL was bland, but he really made a lot of baby faces that people wanted to. Yeah, that's facts. But I was
That's what I was
pissed.
trying to say. That's the point. They
It's
did
the
their
point.
job.
But I was
They
like
had a
12.
little.
I was like 10. Like I
That's
didn't. I was just upset.
That's what I'm saying. They look. I used to have a dying hatred for Edge when I was younger, man. Like if I saw him in public, I might have threw an apple at his head. But looking back now, I'm like, he was just being a good heel. He was just doing his job. Couldn't stand that man. He was all in John Cena bed with his shoes on, man. That's disrespectful. But that's
He was a
that's the neither
that's
here nor there.
the fact that John Cena was in this man's house, slapped his father. Man, he put his shoes on his bed.
That was
Unforgivable.
That was the first offense he did. He came in, look, John Cena's bed. Hell, he just came from outside. He ain't even wipe his shoes. He all in John Cena bed with his shoes on. Like at that point, when John Cena threw him through them 2 tables, justified.
Just
100%.
You put,
Had
your
3 of them.
shoes in my bed. You had to die.
That's
I'm
just
sorry.
level, man. Think about all the stuff you step on outside and somebody putting that in your bed.
Bro, you're
That's
sick,
like spitting
man.
on somebody.
The stuff that you think about, man.
Oh, he was sick. I ain't. I'm not the one that did it. Talking about the stuff I think about. I had to see it with my own 9-year-old eyes. Or 8, however old I was. I was young enough to feel the emotion of disgust.
That's crazy. People over here traumatized on Katie Vick. You know, and Devin just like, Edge put his shoes on that man's bed.
That other stuff was just you get to a point of ridiculousness that you just kind of know there's no reason to react to this.
Come on now, Justin. Why, Justin?
You see what I'm saying? The boss knows. See?
He said, if someone climbed in my bed with their shoes on, we throwing hands. It makes sense, Justin. But I feel like you should have thrown hands when he broke into your house. Like, I feel like that should have been the first straw, right? That should have been strike 3. 1, 2, and 3. But
That was wrong, is all I'm trying to say. And I hate
you about to. That's the thing. You about to get strikes 1, 2, and 3. That's when we go through this quiz.
That's my final answer, and I'm saying it with chest.
You saying it with your chest?
Yes.
Your chest is correct. Final answer?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Wow.
And I'm me.
This man, like I was just like stupid or something that day. Just wow, can't believe it.
I forgot who it was.
This man really remembers something. Like dang.
It must have been a question that you guessed on. Had to be something you guessed on.
That Chuck Palumbo.
Well, that Chuck Palumbo one is just. There's no way you found that out. We had to. That was one of the things where like when a athlete has a good game and they're drug tested right afterwards. I was gonna drug test you. I was like, we was gonna have to do something here. We was gonna have to figure something out.
It's your memory, man.
Yeah, I was like, hey, bro, can I look at your?
I'm defending.
I'm be like, hey, can we check your internet history? And we're like, we got to see something. we got
from the source, man.
I got a question right here.
This ain't gonna work. I quit.
You okay?
Yeah, not really, but it is. I was trying to make a little prop here so I could show the people what I'm fighting for. Man, why would I fight? Look, we have botches here sometimes, and it is what it is. You know, we just don't have the Twitter page that outlines them, that shows them like some people. You know, don't be surprised you walk around and find a heel turn botch on Twitter.
I just want to ask this man this question. I just want to give this man. I just want to make this man lose.
I'll be needing motivation, but then they need the hell no there. The truth don't need motivation, as I've heard.
This is gonna be a little bland. November 5th, 2006. Ric Flair captured the tag team champions with one legend, Hall of Famer actually, that returned. And 3 years later, he was a part of the team that taught Chris Jericho a wrestling lesson after he blatantly disrespected the legends of sports entertainment. In 2010, he also inducted his sometime rockin' wrestling connection nemesis, Wendy Richter, into the WWE Hall of Fame. Devin, who is this guy?
What was the thing he did in between You say he was in a thing with Chris Jericho?
Don't hurt yourself.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
and
trying
Justin,
not to.
Justin already has the right answer.
Dang,
Yeah.
you know what? Was it Ricky
Yeah,
the Dragon Steamboat?
Final answer?
Yes.
You sure you don't want me to read this again, or?
Yeah, read it again. Dang, you making me feel unconfident. Go ahead and read it again.
Well, I don't want to just screw you out of this. It sounds like you're confused. So here, I'm gonna read this again. On November
I got
5th
this,
in
though.
2006, this was one date. Ric Flair won the World Tag Team Championship with this man. Also, 3 years later, he was a part of the team that Chris Jericho. Yeah, you got me. You got me.
Not really. Let me stop. Was it Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
Final answer. You want me to? They're still
Yes.
born. You want me to read it?
Dang, man, everybody, I see you like, yeah, you want me to read it again?
Well, you didn't. You
okay,
cut-
one
I
more
stopped-
time, because I'm trying to feel confident here, but you're not helping me. Not that I need your help, but I mean it would be appreciated.
November 5th. Justin just sitting here like, bro. Justin's like, bro.
Man,
I already.
look.
Justin, that dude that already turned. He turned in his homework 2 days early.
That's exactly what it feels like. You know what? I just look at the end of the day. I just want to be right. Okay, I
No.
just it sounds deep, but it ain't. Okay,
November 5th,
2006.
2006, Ric Flair won the World Tag Team Championship with this man. 3 years later, he was part of the team that taught Chris Jericho a wrestling lesson after he disrespected the legends of sports entertainment. And then in 2010, he inducted sometime Rockin' Wrestling Connection nemesis Wendy Richter into WWE's Hall of Fame. Who is this man?
All right, okay. Do they say which event this transpired with Chris Jericho? That 3 years later, which I'm assuming was 2009.
It does not.
Dang, that would have been like a little key giveaway.
See, Justin, Justin, I ain't gonna put that in there. Justin gives you a hint, but I ain't Justin.
I ain't
doing that
looking
to him.
because apparently people say I cheat, so I'm trying to stay clean. You know what? Dang, who the heck Ric Flair won a tag team championship with just randomly? Dang, I feel like if I find this out, I might just walk away. I might not be able to finish the show. That's how devastated I'll be, man. But I'm gonna try to. You know,
You fold?
This is terrible, man. I ain't just shoot like a lawn chair, man. I don't think Michael Jordan made his first shot when he came back too. So,
all right, I'm putting the answer right here. This man, Roddy.
You know what? Wait a second. He was the first person in my head, but for some reason, like I thought it sounded like a SmackDown versus Raw storyline. That's why I didn't want to believe it was in the first. Why you ain't say that then?
Because it wasn't on the paragraph.
You could have, but it wouldn't have given it away, but it would have helped in a way.
You know what's crazy?
I told you I ain't need to. You know what? Let's just move on before I embarrass myself any further.
I was like, we already did WrestleMania test. We already did.
Props to Justin.
Yeah, props to Justin. But that's the thing. We already did WrestleMania quizzes. So it's like, how can I give you a WrestleMania question if I feel like you would have got it right?
Look.
All right, I got you now.
As we move forward.
As we move forward.
It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Rocky Balboa. I actually never watched the whole movie. I just watched that one part and I leave. I take the DVD right out.
Here, you could give me either or. You could give me either or, okay? So it doesn't matter.
Give me this, or you could give me that.
Just when it seems like Shelton Benjamin was hitting his ECW stride, the 2008 WWE Draft once sent the superstar packing. Okay. In typical Shelton Benjamin fashion, he refused to be deterred by the move. Within 1 month of his SmackDown debut, he defeated this man to claim the United States Championship.
MVP. MVP.
Final answer?
MVP. I said like I was about to elect him for mayor. So MVP. You know,
Final answer?
That's who I'm gonna say it was. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, you said final answer?
Yeah.
Matt Hardy.
This ain't looking too good for me.
I got you right here. This is the other part of it. Shelton Benjamin held his U.S. title for 8 months before losing it to this man on SmackDown's 500th episode.
MVP. I'm just saying.
Final answer?
He the only person I remember hanging that around with that dope. You had to pull that thing off and pause. Yeah.
It was MVP.
Look at that, see? MVP. MVP for Mary.
MVP.
Really
MVP. Dude, don't make me say it again. I'm like, dang, he's hurting himself.
I hate when I be confident and I be wrong, man. That's the shameful part. But it is what it
Whoa.
is. I'm rusty, man. It's the first.
What are you doing on this page? I mean, we're not in this page, but in this book.
Dang,
Yes.
that's so disrespectful. Whoa, what are you doing in here, you fraud?
I'm trying to see how I can read.
Wow.
I can't really give you. I can't answer this question. It's what's the name? Ty Mello Conti is in this book.
See, I told you. You know how he is with women on here. It's really disgusting, but we try to make it. We try to make steps every day.
I was just confused as to why she was on.
Was she in there for like a good small little? Was she in NXT for like a real small time?
She was in the Mae Young Classic. Hey, we got Velveteen
She
Dream.
had a theme song with them. I feel like
She
WWE make you a theme song. You pretty much etched in there for forever until they take it down due to licenses.
They take it down due to licenses.
I think that's how it goes.
How long? I ain't gonna give you that one. I ain't gonna say how long he held it. Yeah, I ain't gonna say how long he held it because that would have been a stupid question. I didn't want to give you that one. Devin.
It probably was wrong.
This is so messed up. This is such a messed up question. With Melina as their manager, Eminem went on to enjoy three WWE Tag Team Championship reigns. But despite their success as champions, one of Mercury's most memorable moments was one he'd rather forget. I'm pretty sure you guys already know where I'm going with this. While competing in a fatal 4-way ladder match at Armageddon on this year, the arrogant superstar was nailed in the face with a ladder, which shattered his nose. He then left WWE several years later. What year did Joey Mercury's face explode?
It was 2007, ain't it?
Final answer?
No, that wasn't. Wait. I can't stand me. I
gotta ask final answer.
Yes.
Final answer?
Yes.
2006. 2006.
That going on, man.
Here, let me throw Justin's answer on there. Justin over here just. I'm sorry, Devin. Did you say your question yet? Did you? I'm sorry, Devin. I'm just so quick to answer. I just.
Look. You know what? Actually, let me see something real quick.
Let me see something real quick. What's this man looking at? That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You cool now? I ain't going nowhere, did I?
Nah.
Little technical issues, but we good. Look. How many have we done so far? This is what I said episode. Question number 4-ish, 5.
Yeah.
Look at that. I think I got one of these bad boys.
You got one right. You got one
Hey.
right.
That's something. It's better than nothing. Let's see if I
I
can
don't
make
know,
it two right then.
Justin on the road, man. He ain't what, and that's the thing, because Justin hates doing it to you. Like Justin's like, man, I stay silent sometimes. Like, I let this man just let him do his thing. Oh, Justin says that was question number 3. Look at that, man. We don't even know. We over here struggling. And that's because I think I was gonna ask you a question, and I just completely ran over it because it just wouldn't have made much sense. Oops, don't hurt myself.
First, he saw a woman. He said, "What are you doing in this book? Oh, to snatch this page out!" Like,
Here,
straight
with Lita providing an exciting third element, the risk-taking group became known as Team Extreme. Lita helped the team defeat Booker T and Tess for their 5th tag team titles. The trio seemed unstoppable until jealousy drove them apart in this year.
That's my final answer, and I'm saying it with 2001.
Final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer. 2001. Screw you, man. I ain't know what to say. Dang, man, get you. I'm trying my best out here. Every
You
time I
said
get a better
2001?
answer, you start. God, dog it, man. What is going
Well,
on?
I didn't even say that was the right answer. Correct. What's going on here? I don't understand. Just put Justin's answer up. I'm telling you, this dude a bully.
I'm going through a lot right now.
The correct answer is 2002. So just
Man, what the heck? I feel like you know what? Okay.
It's in the. I won't be lying about what's in the book. Like this don't make any sense.
Man, it's a conspiracy going on, man. That's what it is. But it is.
Devin.
We're gonna find out the source though and squash it.
Find the source and squash it. I like that. I like the motivation. Here, we're gonna get a couple more questions in. We got it. We got to get a couple more questions in.
That look terrible,
Here.
man. Credibility getting kind of shaky.
Let me see.
It's like credibility at critical health.
Okay. So yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they don't really give you a. Here, I got you right here. This team combined weight 501 pounds. Much like the legendary Hillbilly Jim before them, they were a couple of country boys you didn't go messing with. This man was the brains of the operation, brought an accomplished amateur background to the ring, while the other man was the team's brawn, inexplicably transformed for what he inexplicably. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's just like, now let me read this sentence again. Jesus Christ. I was trying to, like, that word was fighting me. So this man, the first guy that I'm talking about, was the brains of the operation. He brought an accomplished amateur background to the ring, while the other man was the team's brawn, inexplicably transformed a gentle giant from a beast every time he heard the bell ring.
It was Jesse and Festus biscuits and gravy made me a man. Biscuits
Christ.
and gravy. All that I am. I mean, it made me all that. Yeah, I know. It was when they would ring the bell, he would go crazy. I know I'm right on this one. I know it because I used to sing that song for no reason.
You are correct.
Yes.
As much as it killed me to get that sentence out, even Justin got it right as well.
Biscuits and gravy.
I was like, Jesus
Made me a
Christ.
man. Biscuits and gravy made me all that I am. It was cooking, literally.
It was cooking. See, that's the problem with this. That's just the problem with this man here. The Killer Bees. I don't want to talk about the Killer Bees. I don't want to talk about the Clique. Coco Beware, your twin. I don't want to talk about your twin.
Cool plan. That should be my next Halloween idea. Get my little parrot, my little bird.
Your little parrot. Okay, here it goes.
I might start growing my hair up for the.
This man was 6 foot, 228 pounds, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Signature move, the Canadian Crab. He landed in WWE in 2001, first as part of the alliance of former WCW and ECW stars, hoping to dominate the company. When that effort fell short, he joined the hated Un-Americans group with Christian, Test.
Hey, what's that man name? Don't say it, Justin, please. I'm trying to.
Justin gonna say it. Justin gonna say it. Justin
His name right now. It's Lance somebody, ain't it? I can see him, but I can't say his name.
Justin got it right.
I know it. I know Lance Storm, right? Is that
Final
his name? Yeah.
It was Lance Storm.
Yeah, I had my brain for that one. I had to go through every hard drive, every solid state drive that's in there. I sound like a real robot right now.
Here goes. Hey, last question, because I think you got one. Because I mean, yeah, I think you probably still 2 down over Justin. So it's no hope for catch up. It's no hope. It's ruined.
Dang, this man. There's no hope. You're done. He sound like Damian Priest. He said, you're washed. You're done. It's over.
Look, sometimes you gotta let them down easy, man. Just that's how it is, man. What's it is? Let me see. What we got this man right here. Okay. This tag team was combined 501 pounds as well. This man was a cowpoke and truck driving tough guy. Used a blend of down home fighting and power to quickly make an impact in WWE. With the other guy trained by Shawn Michaels, and the first guy being trained by Harley Race, the rough and tough twosome could have not been better prepared for the big stage. You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Within 2 weeks of their Raw debut, they won the World Tag Team Championships from the there goes Justin from the Hurricane and Rosie at Unforgiven 2005. Shortly thereafter,
Oh, continue.
Oh, I thought you had an answer.
I thought I did, but not yet.
Shortly after their title loss to Big Show and Kane at Taboo
Oh, I know
Tuesday.
what this was. Okay, stop. I know this was Trevor Murdoch and Lance Cade.
Final answer.
And I'm saying it with my chest again. Look at that.
Cade and Murdoch is
you didn't
correct.
even say it was right. Oh, okay, I was like,
No, it was 100% right. It was 100% right. 110% right.
I might not have won, but I tried.
Yeah, give Justin that main event shirt, man. You more like the opening segment, man. You the dark match.
I think we established this at the beginning. See, look at that. I'm right where I was when I started. You was like, man, that bit, I can't see you even in the mid card. Only time I want to see you in the ring is when I'm trying to find my seat, so I don't have to watch you. So I'm like, all right.
You know what? No.
Hey, that's just a chip on my shoulder. I'm gonna come back better. Oh, wait, let me say that. Let me say the whole hype for later.
Oh, well, no. Actually, you can use it for right now, because is there anything you want to say before we close this show out?
Look at this. I still got this. You can take my shirt. You can't take too much because I ain't got that much. So you're gonna walk away with not much. Well, that's neither here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my first quiz of 2024. And as you know, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. So look, by the time we get to like December, I probably just like maybe 20 of these things. So this one, y'all gonna be like, man, I forgot Devin could even get his mind right at the start of the year. That's how it is. So you're gonna remember the ups and you're gonna forget the lows. And that's how you make it to become a main event like me. So don't listen to Isaiah. He just a hater. Just because he want to see me wrestle when he trying to find his seat, it's cool. He gonna miss out, and when I'm in the main event, he gonna be like, "What he doing here?" So it is what it is. And I'm gonna let y'all go on this peaceful Sunday. I'm gonna hand it back over to the number one hater in the nation, starting off the year already hating, my co-host Isaiah Jackson Jr. And shout out to Mariah May, because he made me feel like I had said her name wrong or something. You know, because I had never said it out loud to that point. So
it was always in silent. He was always in silent. He was like whispering in your dreams, right? It was like one of those things where it was like,
I meant in my head. You know, I never said it like verbally. I never let it come out of my lips to say it. But when I did, you know, I got all this little shock. Like, whoo! He made me feel like, what am I doing? And I should have never felt that way in the first place, because she debuted first, which means she should have been acknowledged first. No offense, no disrespect to nothing with Deonna Purrazzo. She just should have chose next week. What is you doing? That's like AJ Styles debuting, and then you got, I can't think of nobody else at that moment. But you get what I'm saying. There was some wrong done, and I tried to correct it, but I got corrected trying to correct something. So I'm trying to correct that. Whiteout on top of whiteout is what I'm saying. I'm done. The belt, you know what? This is, there we go.
Can you correct something else for me?
It was starting to get to my head.
This man, in your soliloquy speech, you said something along the lines of, "It ain't about how you start, it's how you finish." But my thing is, you started the quiz tied, and you ended the quiz with an L. So it's like, how is it? I don't get your logic.
Because you are missing the bigger picture once again. I may have lost this battle, but the war has just started, my friend. The war against Justin has just started. Like, I mean, it's gonna be heated warfare. You know, he gonna push me to the limit, and I'm hoping I can, you know, get my stuff together and I could do the same. Because that's how winning is done. That's how it's how intriguing storytelling is told. Okay, don't listen to somebody like Tony Khan. He'll tell you he building no Keith Lee, but he'll have somebody beat him for a championship. They don't even want anymore. But that's neither here nor there.
See, I feel like Justin be working hard at his job, probably listening to us. Like, and that's the thing. He'll be listening to the quiz, and like he'll just, let me just pull my phone out. Roddy Piper. Ding. And Devin just, God. Cool. Can I get water? Is it time for a water break? I gotta go to the bathroom.
I be selling.
I be selling.
I ain't saying.
Yeah, you sure be selling. You definitely be selling.
I'm like Shawn Michaels against Hulk Hogan with selling. You know, when I'll be trying to, like, you know, I like to put the struggle in there. You know, what Randy Orton say, he be like bending over, like taking in his breath or something, so he can, you know, his veins be popping out. I'm trying to make people feel the I want them to see on my face, like the internal, like me trying to go through my memory banks. Intricate storytelling, my friend. You know, it's just the little details.
I'm about to disrespect you in Lakers form. If you were a Lakers player, you'd be like D'Angelo Russell.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but it hurt.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
But it hurt. So, I look at that whole team as hurt. So I mean, you could say anybody right now, and I'd be like, man, that hurt. You could have called me Anthony Davis, and I would have probably been in tears. You could have called me Roy Hachimura, and I would have been in tears.
Roy Hachimura. I just call you, man. This man Darvin Ham. It's like you just the coach.
All right, I gotta go. Wait, hold on. Since you said that, I gotta stand up here with my hands in my pocket.
I'm telling you, bro. When it comes to LeBron, man, if you were a coach and LeBron on the team, you're not a coach. You just the image.
It's in your pockets.
You got the title head coach, but LeBron is the coach, GM. Like LeBron's everything. Like, but
everything.
All
of the above.
All of the above. Look, I'm actually gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can live stream tomorrow. I know I keep saying that, but every time it depends on what time I get off work. So the Suns don't play. The Suns don't play tomorrow. The Suns actually play tonight. I actually got to be there at 5:30. I ain't gonna do no. Let me not say that on air because somebody want. But thank you so much for tuning in. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go watch John Moran. I'm actually gonna bring a bulletproof vest to the Suns game just in case John Moran wants to he act up. But gonna have a whole lot of fun today. We go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Justin said as soon as he heard Trained by Shawn Michaels, he got it. He's like Devin don't use context clues.
Look, it'd be funny if he actually said that. You just didn't pull it up. See, man.
At least it's awesome show, guys. As always, man. Justin, we always appreciate you.
Wait till we get Justin Hill turn, man. That's gonna be like when Roman turned heel. You like it changed the whole landscape of the industry. It did.
I'm gonna let this sit. You said the whole landscape of the industry was changed by Roman Reigns.
Think about it,
Devin. We are 1 hour in. This Bears game is on. How could you say that right now?
Ain't nobody missing nothing but televised garbage. That's all it is.
They playing the Packers. The Packers has a chance to get into the playoffs, and the Bears are gonna ruin it.
I doubt it. I stopped being no.
Hey, I put $10 on it. They better win.
Man, I hope you can kiss that $10 goodbye.
And I got $5 on the Suns, so
that's another story.
They'd be like, "You're just so happy about that Suns game." I'm like, "No, I'm losing $10, whore." Like, stop making fun of me.
I stand on my take though. Think about it. We just got out the highest grossing thingamajig of like WWE ever, and who on top? And who been on top? Nobody but the Tribal Chief, man.
You telling me somebody like Drew McIntyre couldn't do that?
No. That's why he ain't winning Clash at the Castle. That's why he ain't winning Crown Jewel. That's
because we're glizzy eating now.
No, we not. I'm just spitting the truth.
Not you, glizzy eating. I'm talking about the Roman reign.
Hey, they said, look, when we call this man Roman Reigns, it's gonna be true because all you gonna see is him reigning with the championship. Think about it. Look, man, I told you he been champion for so long that like I can't even think of my life when he wasn't champion, when I wasn't an adult.
That's because I don't want to live in a world where that's a thing again. I'm
telling you, man, because if he was still a babyface, they still be feeding my guy dog food, and we just be like, hey, we probably be way more like upset and depressed on this thing. You saw how happy we've been, since he been champion. I've seen happiness on your face. I got you in 4K going, I know man woman winning. I think he on a great one.
Yes. This is probably a year in, not 2.5. We're on our second year, Devin. This don't make any sense.
Look, that's all I'm gonna say. It changed some stuff though. Hey, we would have never had this shirt, man. This shirt would have never existed. Just imagine somebody time travel, right? Roman like, hey, don't turn heel today. I'll just be the big dog forever. I'd just be up here with no shirt on. Because it wouldn't exist. Flashpoint. But I rest my case. For now.
Flashpoint. I gotta flash that too. Well, look, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Devin, please hold on to that thought because that'll be the first thing we talk about. That tomfoolery that you just put on us, Mad Dog Russo type of style. I can't believe.
Don't do that. Please don't call me that guy. Please, bro. Don't do that.
Bro, come on, bro.
Just because I have some different takes in wrestling doesn't mean don't ever call me that.
No, I said Mad Dog Russo, not Vince Russo. There's a different. No, Mad Dog Russo is somebody totally different.
Oh, see, I just heard the R and just instantly yeah.
Nah, but look,
but still,
I gotta get some flautas, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, we'll actually give you an update if we will live stream or not. I'm actually looking forward to doing so. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Del Morgan gonna win the women's Money in the Bank this year, and that's all I'm gonna say.
You don't see that.
Liv Morgan to do, man. You want her to?
I want her to beat competition. That's what I want. She hasn't been convincing at all. She was getting her ass beat by Becky Lynch, ass beat by Rhea Ripley.
Becky Lynch had to cheat to beat her. They literally bring that up in the story. No, come back here. No. You're not finna rain on my Liv Morgan parade, dog.
Let's move on.
No, we not moving on. No.
Y'all ain't see that. Y'all ain't see that.
Homie, I'm leading the way. DG on top. How about you keeping the lane? Lead them away. I don't feel my ops. Better with me.